Now he's on your radio.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
No, I totally expected it. I think he's so handsome. I think...
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Rock that, homie.
The Tony Cam Radio Show starts now.
So in studio, fresh off of her most recent fight, Kelan Robey. How you doing?
Not bad. How are you guys?
Put that mic to you.
How are you guys doing today?
There you go. Now we're talking. Yeah. You sound like, now you sound like Rocky now. Hey, yo, how you doing? Hey. So you had a fight a couple weeks ago. You came on the show to pump it up, talk about it. Got me and Jamil all crazy because now we both going to come over there, put on the gear, and I'm going to knock out. I've been talking about it. I'm going to forget you're a woman. I told y'all I'm going to forget you're a woman. When we in the ring, I'm going to knock her out. It's just going to happen. I'm just letting you know. But anyway, that aside, how did your fight go?
It went on 8 rounds.
Okay.
I fought hard.
Uh-huh.
And I lost the split decision. It was close. But
What was the score on the split decision?
do you remember the score?
77-75 for her.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. That was really close, though.
Yeah. Close.
And the girl that you fought had a lot of fights
She
under
had
her
14
belt.
fights going in.
And you had how many?
1.
That was your second fight. And you went the distance
Yep.
and got a split decision with someone who had fought 14 times.
Sure did.
Do you want to know what the reason why you didn't win? You want me to tell you?
What's that?
Okay. First of all, I told you to have Jamil in your spit corner, right? I told you to have me and Jamil in your corner, first of all. Jamil was going to hold the spit thing for you to spit into, and I was going to be your cut man. I was going to be your Mickey.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, knock this block off, right? You know?
She's a bulldozer.
I know it, you know? and then you would have been saying, hey, you got to cut me, Mick, but...
So does that mean you're going to be at the next fight?
The next fight, we're going to be your corner. In fact, we're going to go through training. You know how you see on HBO 24/7 when they go off in the Bear Mountains or whatever, and they training in the weeks and weeks and weeks. We're going to be your team.
All right, let's
the
go.
Tony Cam Radio Show is going to be your ring team. We're going to be there. We're going to train with you. We're going to, and you're going to come. You're probably going to be like 5 times bigger than you are right now, stronger, more powerful.
I would love to see you and Kelan spar.
Really? And who is this speaking up that we're listening to right here, right now?
This is Scott
if
Cujo
you need
Sigmon.
any introduction, Cujo is in the house. Turn the mic to you, Cujo. Just take the mic from Kelan. Bigger than her.
I'm planning on talking most of the time anyway.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So, Cujo, you're like a world class boxer. I mean, you fought in Vegas and all over the place.
I'm a step below world class. I was almost world class, but Kelly Pavlik made sure that didn't happen.
Kelly Pavlik, that's a big name.
Yeah, that's big time.
He made millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Appeared on HBO, ESPN.
Yeah.
Kelly, he obviously retired from boxing before he had any long-term health effects.
All right, but you fought him.
Yeah, on the ESPN 2 live from Las Vegas, Nevada.
What's that like, man? Because I'm telling you, years ago, like in the 90s, I did a stint as a boxing promoter, and I had a middleweight guy named Sammy Retta, and he's from Ethiopia. And we did a couple of fights. We did a fight here in Lynchburg, and we did a few of them in D.C. at the D.C. arena and stuff. And I got to sit with Don King and people like that, and it was really eerie, man, because you know that everybody's like really, all those promoters, they're really crooked, and you shake hands with them, you catch your fingers after you get your hand back and all that kind of stuff. But what's it like, man, that electricity of fighting in Las Vegas?
It's kind of like a real stagnant atmosphere in Las Vegas because, the people are big time boxing fans, but it's nothing like fighting in Lynchburg. In 2009, it was the first professional boxing match held in Lynchburg for 27 years. When I fought there, that was probably the second greatest moment of my career. And then this last show with Kelan as the co-main event, and myself as the main event here, April 6th. That was tremendous. Not to mention it was the first time there was no boxing here for so long before me, and I got to see people like Kelan and Juice and Jess Noriega, and it kind of let me know, I know I'm never going to be world champion now, but let me know all the work I put in, the blood, sweat, and tears, the foundation I laid, that you know, that's what the foundation that we're going to build boxing on in Lynchburg from here to come.
Mm-hmm. Now, so tell me, so you have a gym, you have the Hurt Factory.
That's correct.
And tell us a little bit about that.
You know, we teach, you know, the fundamentals of boxing. We have fitness. You know, we have people lose a lot of weight. You know, professional fighters, amateur fighters. Right now, the business hours are, you know, pretty low because I'm still my main focus. But I'm planning on hanging up the gloves later this year, and so we're really going to start focusing on other fighters and people's health, and you know, I'm going to do some outreach programs and things like that to help the community.
Yeah. So right now, people that want to train and learn how to box and just for the physical fitness of it can sign up at the Hurt Factory?
Yes, we have Monday through Thursday. It's open 5 to 8 p.m. It's only $50 a month, and no contracts. And also, you know, if some people, you know, if you have multiple people in your family or whatever, we'll work out a deal with you.
Can you say no contract and no contact?
No contact. Yeah, you definitely do not have to come in and spar and get hit. You know, we have, you know, young girls come in, LU students doing it just for fitness. You don't have to be a fighter. You
but I want contact though. I want to know what it feels like to be in the ring. Because I've been in the ring as an announcer. No, I want to know what it feels. I don't want to know what it feels like to get knocked out or anything. But you have like headgear and all that stuff. You have headgear and stuff. I have to bring my own headgear.
No, we
got stuff like that. Yeah. So if I want to come over there and spar with Kelan Robey, then I can get in the ring with her, but she'll take it easy on me or not.
Well, you know, it's obviously different physical attributes between a man and a woman, and also, you know, you're a lot bigger than her. Yeah. She would probably have to work pretty hard on you.
Okay. I'm gonna do it though because I want to see what that feels. I just want to know what it's like to be in that ring and throwing them gloves and getting hit a couple times. I want to, you know, see what that feels like. So, where's the Hurt Factory located?
It's on McConville Road. Okay. It's in McConville Park, and we're Unit 10. We have a beautiful 4,800 square foot facility.
Really?
We've attracted people. You know, some people have confidentiality agreements that I can't talk about that have trained there. Sure. But you know, Golden Boy Promotions sent Seth Mitchell to us. He was 25-1, I believe, as a pro.
That's De La Hoya's company. Right?
Yep, and he trained there for his bout on HBO, which actually was postponed due to his opponent breaking his thumb. But you know, we had former world champion there, a guy that won the Golden Gloves 8 times in the national Golden Gloves training there with us before. Okay. So you know, we have a lot of talent coming through the Hurt Factory right now.
Well, that's awesome, man. Well, when's your next fight?
You know, I'm not sure. Maybe like June in Greensboro or something. And, you know, I have a couple of TV offers. I really want to go back on ESPN or Showtime. You know, I'm mulling over those offers. Okay. Want to represent this area a little better than the last time. I suffered a really bad injury, and obviously I was in with one of the best fighters in the world. You know, it was kind of, I don't want to say embarrassing, because just to make it to that point, you know, training myself for so long, it wasn't embarrassing, but I could have represented the area better. And then, like I said, I believe, you know, my swan song will probably be in October this year. And then, you know, makes me feel good that people like Kelan Robey and Josh Robertson and people like that are coming up behind me. Right. So I have somebody to pass the reins over to.
Okay.
You ever notice Cujo is always like in fight mode, like like Clubber Lang.
I know.
Yeah, you see, like looked at me.
Look at you, fight mode right now. You ready to knock you out right now, baby.
It's like, I must break you.
hey, you look with a name. If you got a name like Cujo, you got to live up to that, right? Yeah. You can't be smiling at people.
Exactly.
They got to be nervous around.
You guys had KO on here.
Yeah, we did.
KO's followed me a lot of my career, and he's you know, he's a hip hop artist, and he comes to the gym sometimes. And he always said, you know, one of the things he always liked about me was somebody might walk up to me, just shake my hand, and I'll just cuss them right there and be ready to fight. But I'll tell you, that was the old me. I went through a lot of changes recently.
Okay.
You know, I don't feel like I have anything left to prove anymore, and that's why I'm stepping away. You know, I don't have that chip on my shoulder anymore. But like, you know, fighters like Kelan, I mean, she's still really hungry. And, you know, she's not going to make the excuse, but I will say, you know, I put her in a little too deep in her second fight. I shouldn't have made it 8 rounds. You know, she's a great talent. I was trying to rush her to a world title, and she suffered a major shoulder injury just as I did in 2 fights ago early in the fight, and we're going to see the orthopedic next week, so we'll decide, you know, what's wrong with her, and hopefully get her back in the ring soon as well.
Yeah. Well, you definitely, man, don't have anything to be you know, ashamed of or anything, man. I mean, you made it to that stage and lost to a world champion. And I mean, you're probably still like the biggest name in this area as far as fighting and boxing. So, I can see whatever you're going to do in the future is going to just skyrocket, man, because people now will start coming to you for training. I think that'll be great that you can devote some time to that.
Well, we got a lot of good feedback from the undercard this time. And previous, people were really upset. They felt like they were just sitting around waiting for me to fight. Yeah. That's why it's important. I want to have one more show, have 700, 800, maybe 1,000 people, come out, see the other local fighters so they can continue to come out. Awesome. We did a huge gate this show, and I'm sure when people know it's going to be my last one, we'll make sure all of the local fighters are matched in tough fights so they could see that there's other great warriors in this community other than myself.
Right, okay. Great, awesome. All right, Kelan, so when is your next fight? Except for mine, except for with me.
Well, hopefully soon. So
I think you and I should. I think we should market it. We should fight for real.
Let's go.
I can promote it. I think we should do it. I think we could pack the place up.
Are you sure you're ready to get embarrassed though?
I think that will be part of the attraction of the ticket is people want to come see me get knocked out.
Kelan versus man.
I know, that's right. It'd be kind of like the Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
When Layla Ali knocked him out. It was entertaining. He was going to fight. Fun. So that was extremely funny.
I know a great place we can host my final fight. Get people downtown. That beautiful Holiday Inn Select Ballroom.
I know. Ballroom boxing. You and I have talked about it on occasion, and it may happen. We'll see. We'll see if we can make that happen. Because I saw a movie. There's an old movie called Gangster Number One or something. It's out of England, and it opens with everyone in a hotel ballroom, tuxedoed and everything, and there's a boxing ring in the middle of the ballroom, and it's a fight going on. It's a cool concept. We'll see if we can make that happen. So, Kelan, you better start training now because I'm gonna start promoting this. Me and you in the ring for like 22 rounds. Can you go 22 rounds?
I can go as many rounds as you want.
Oh, there you go. The challenge is there. Well, thanks you guys for coming on the show. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to be stopping by the Hurt Factory. People out there, if you want to get in shape, is there a phone number they can call to sign up, or they just need to stop by there?
Yes, they can call my personal number. It's 434-238-5809.
See, tough dudes give their numbers out. If you're a tough dude, you can give your number out over the airways because I dare you to call me. Prank call me. I'll see where you're coming from. Yeah. I'll be right over there. Yeah. So call the Hurt Factory. You can get there. No contract, some contact, and get it in. It's good for your health. Everybody needs to get it in, get healthy. Kelan Robey, good to have you back on the show. I'm sure you won't be a stranger.
I'll see you guys soon.
If I come up with this concept, I'm serious. We're going to start promoting this thing, man. We're going to make it a big event. But first, I got to knock Jamil out. So that'll be my spot. That'll be my warm-up fight. Me and Jamil. Knock out her. But then maybe I'll graduate to fighting guys. All right. Anyway, thank y'all guys for coming on the show. Kelan Robey and Cujo.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for having me.
If you want to be a guest on the Tony Cam Show, send an email to radio@caменtertainment.com.